How's it going, everybody? It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's had a great start to the week, as always. Just before we get into tonight's video, guys, make sure you are smashing a like on it. It really does help get the video out there to more people, and please subscribe if you are brand new, and help me reach 3,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Hit the notification bell so that you're always aware of when I'm uploading and going live, and of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions into the comment section down below. And make sure that you go and check out my boy Josh Firth, the sponsor of the channel. Go check out his Etsy store and his Instagram page for all of your football graphic design needs. He is the best man for the job. So then, we're obviously here to preview the game tomorrow evening against Swansea at the Liberty Stadium. A lot of travelling for Leeds United this week. Obviously, Swansea tomorrow night. And then Plymouth away again on Saturday in the early kickoff. So there's a lot of travelling, not just for the Leeds players, but for the travelling fan base as well. And I salute everybody that is making the trip to both games. But yeah, the game itself, then obviously Swansea are coming into this game on the back of a 1-0 win against Hull at the weekend, which is a good result for them away from home. You know, Hull chasing the top six. Swansea have had a bit of an up and down season. They're just one of them teams out there. They either blow very hot or blow very cold. I believe they're in the bottom half of the table. So, you know, Leeds United should be looking at this as a game that we can win. We've beaten them at Ellen Road 3-1. I believe it was one of them games where the opposition scored early. I think Swansea, I remember actually, I think it was the one where Pascal Strout tried to head it back to Meslier. They latched onto it and lobbed Meslier within like the first minute or two. But then within a few minutes, Leeds United were in front again. So, it was a crazy week. That I think it happened in the Middlesbrough game after that as well, where Leeds conceded quickly. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, guys, this is a game and a team that we should be winning. There's no doubt about that. Not as easy an opposition as what Rotherham were, and that's no disrespect to Rotherham. By the way, their fans are still crying about the Patrick Bamford goal. We all know it was a handball, but it wasn't given. Move on at the end of the day. But yeah, look, Swansea will be a tougher prospect than what Rotherham were. They have got some, decent players within their ranks. Obviously, Matt Grimes, who we all know too well from his loan spell at Leeds United, and his mum made a name for herself amongst the Leeds United fan base. Let's just put that in that way. But yeah, obviously Leeds coming into the game, 6 wins in a row. You know, if we win this, obviously 7, it'll be some run that we're on at the minute. You know, Southampton are on a 25 unbeaten run. And I know that our run is nowhere near that yet. But they'll have obviously had a few draws in there as well. We're actually winning games week in, week out at the minute. And I just hope that the momentum doesn't stop here. I feel like every game I'll be saying that. I just hope that we continue the momentum because we need to be perfect at the minute. We really do. We need to be perfect. We need to keep going in the way that we are because, one bad result and a Southampton or an Ipswich win and we could find ourselves a little bit behind. And then we don't want to get ourselves stuck in a bit of a rut if we do lose a game. You know, we've got Swansea tomorrow, Plymouth on Saturday. Those games are both winnable. And I expect 6 points out of 6, 100%. You know, we are far superior to most teams in this division, barring Leicester and Southampton. I would even say that we're more superior to Ipswich. We've beaten them on aggregate 8-3 over both games this season. So, you know, we are far superior to them. I believe we're far superior to most teams. Like I say, I think Leicester and Southampton are the exception. You know, we've got Leicester next Friday, which is crazy to even think about at the minute, which should be an interesting contest. But yeah, look, there's our key players need to be on it like they are in every game. I feel like we are banging form at the minute, aren't we? Let's just be real here. Elia Gruev, Glenn Kamara, Somerville, Rutter, Nonto, Patrick Bamford, Rodon, Ampadu. You know, the spine and the quality in our team at the minute is unbelievable. And, you know, Daniel Farker did his pre-match press conference earlier on today, and Dan James is actually fit and available to face his former club, which, again, interesting headache for Daniel Farker to have. Does he bring Dan James straight back into the team, or does he maybe put him on the bench and just ease him back in to fitness? Um, he really likes Dan James. Is definitely one of his favourites. Is he going to drop Nonto with Nonto being in good form at the minute? 2 goals in his last 3 games in all competitions. It's a tough one, isn't it? Does he throw Connor Roberts in at right back just for a little bit of rotation? Or does he put Archie Gray into midfield, drop Glenn Kamara to the bench, and put Connor Roberts in and maybe fit him in that way? I don't think he'll rotate at all. I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he keeps Nonto in and that he keeps Gray at right back. Why change a winning team at the minute unless you need to? I feel like Dan James, yeah, he might be match fit, but he may not be able to play a full 90. Start him on the bench. If Nonto's maybe not having a great night, you can bring Dan James on with 20 minutes, half an hour to go. And then that'll obviously ease himself back in. But, it is great that we've got Dan James back in amongst the ranks. Jamie Shackleton will not be available for this game. He has got over his illness, but due to personal and private reasons, he won't be involved tomorrow. I wonder what that is. He didn't really elaborate on it. If it's personal to Jamie Shack, then that's fair enough. Pascal Strauch, Daniel Farker expects him to be out for another 2 to 3 weeks, and that he won't be back before the international break. Again, that's not great, but I'm not too concerned with that given the amazing job that Ethan Ampadu is doing in his place at the minute. I feel like Rodon and Ampadu are forming a really good partnership at centre back. They've conceded 1 goal when they've both been playing together in that position since the turn of the year. And I think that was the Preston game. So yeah, it's really, really good at the minute, isn't it? And we're all positive. We're all feeling like we can catch the top 2 and we can break into it. Southampton have got Bristol City away tomorrow, and then they've got West Brom away at the weekend. So, two not so, two tough away days there. Leeds, even though we battered Bristol City in terms of the overall game, we only beat them 1-0. And West Brom, obviously, we've drawn with them and they've beaten us. They've drawn with Ipswich and beaten Ipswich. They I think Leicester only beat them in like the last few seconds of the game. So, they are a good side, West Brom. And even if Southampton win tomorrow, I think West Brom could really do us a favour there. I really do. But again, try and I don't know why I'm saying this because I know I'll just go back on it, but I'm trying to not focus on Southampton as much and just focus on the amazing football that we're playing at the minute. And like I say, I really, really hope that continues at the Liberty Stadium tomorrow night. I think it'll be a tough game. I think Swansea will, being the home side, they'll be on the front foot trying to cause Leeds United a lot of pressure. But, I just feel like defensively at the minute we are really solid and, there's a little bit of spice to this game with, all of the Welsh lads in our team and the former Swansea players. Obviously, Rodon, Connor Roberts, Dan James and Yoel Perreault have all played for Swansea. And obviously Ethan Ampadu's Welsh, so there's that little bit of added thing to the game as well, which is good. As for a score prediction for tomorrow, guys, I'm going 3-1. I do think will prove too much for them, especially in the final third going forward. And I do think we'll win the midfield battle with Elia Gruev and Glenn Kamara. But I do think we'll concede just with them being the home team and, they are a decent side at home. So I do think we may concede. But again, I do think we will leave South Wales with all 3 points tomorrow evening. So yeah, that's all I've got for you this evening, guys, for the match preview ahead of Swansea tomorrow. I will be live on the channel tomorrow from 7:30 for the live watch along for the game. So make sure that you join me for that. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you are smashing a like on it. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Hit the notification bell and get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And check out Josh Firth, the sponsor of the channel. His links are in the description. And I'll see you tomorrow night at 7:30 for the watch along. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.